Welcome back to Handlebar Garden. Today's adventure includes
Trip we recently done to Bald River Falls. It's in, I believe, Monroe County.
Tellico Plains, Tennessee. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Very nice ride. We'll describe some of it in the video for you. It was very pleasant ride for us.
Yeah.
From where we are, a couple hours, I guess, ride. Yeah. So it was a very neat experience. A lot to see along the way.
So let's get started on that.
Alright, here we are on the Cherry Skyway up there. If you hear a guard dog, German Shepherd, he's in every video, so don't pay him much mind. He's sniffing outside.
Silent partner.
Silent partner.
Or invisible partner, he's not silent.
Yeah, it seems like every evening, it seems like when we're doing this, that's when he wants to start, so.
And pay no attention to the timestamp.
Yeah.
Every time you change the battery, it automatically resets, and I forgot to update it.
So this is, like I said, this is headed up through there, and it's a few miles up through here to the turnoff to it. Very good road. I don't recall any rough spots in it in this road. Enjoyed the ride very well, and I don't remember the temperature. It seemed like it wasn't super warm, but it wasn't cold either.
This is one of these roads that, in the heat of summer, it's really the best time to ride it because you've got a lot of shade from the trees. You've got a creek that runs along the side. You should see some of that in the videos.
And we just passed a Harley-Davidson shop there.
Cherry Skyway Harley-Davidson.
Yep.
It's like a t-shirt shop for Smoky Mountain Harley-Davidson.
Yep.
Which it would probably be better if you've never been on this road to put the address for that in your GPS. That way it takes you right to this road.
Yep.
If not, it'll try to take you in different directions.
Yeah, it'll take you in the back way, and it's a little rougher. So they say. We've not been that way. They say if you just type in the Bald River Falls in Tellico Plains, it'll take you in the backside, or it'll try to. So.
And I'll try to put the address down in the description below of the Cherry shop.
This is also part of the Cherokee National Forest. Plenty to do in the area. Plenty of riding. They do the tubing stuff too.
Yeah.
Different places. Lots of cabins in the area to rent, whatnot. It's just a beautiful area, actually. One of our favorite. Anything to do with the Smoky Mountains and around Cherokee. It's just gorgeous.
Yeah, if you're from 4 or 5 hours away, a couple of days away or whatever, it'd be well worth renting a cabin and coming up here and spending 2 or 3 days and just riding some of these roads.
Yeah. I met a couple not long ago. We were at eating. We was coming out of the Smokies when we were in Townsend. We were sitting there eating, and a couple had walked up. We'd already finished eating, and we're fixing to leave. And they'd walked over, and they were from Ohio. Their son was going to University of Tennessee, and they was down here for the first time, and they'd hauled their bikes down here, actually, and was riding in the Smokies, and absolutely loved it. And they said this was the first time, and they said they would be down here several times a year now because of it. So if you've never been in the area, never rode in the Smokies and whatnot, man, you can't beat it. You can't beat it for real good roads for the most part. As you can see, they're twisty here and there. Of course, you've got to tell the dragon.
Yeah.
Like that, it's very near.
And we'll try probably sometime this summer to do a video on Tell the Dragon.
Yeah. We've rode it several times in the past, and I'm not going to say it's not one of my least favorite places to ride, but it's not one of my. Getting to it is great. The dragon. I mean, it's cool and all. If you're not very well versed, I wouldn't do it on the weekends. Weekends, a lot of sport bikes are up there, and they get, I ain't gonna say crazy, but they get a little bit aggressive. Oh, that's a good word, aggressive.
But what I like about roads like this is you've got some nice curves in it, and then you got some straightaways.
Yeah.
So I mean, you got a variety of everything. Plus, you have beautiful scenery.
Yep.
Even though I do have some bug guts splattered on the camera.
Surely not.
Yeah.
Better on the camera than the eye. So, yeah, it is beautiful country up there. You see the river running along the right side of us there. Like I said, they tube and run those canoe kayaks.
Kayaks, tubers, people swimming, wading in the water.
And the water in the Smokies, if you've never been, water in the Smokies is cold. So, had a good friend of mine, it's been quite a few years now, he went tubing one time and wasn't thinking much about it, and he spent a few days in the hospital from sunburn on his legs. So always use caution with that, you know. As a matter of fact, my wife and I were talking about it today, actually, going tubing. So I haven't done that in years and years, and I've never actually done it in the Smokies. But where we live, there's rivers, and a lot of people do that. And I've done it when I was younger, but I ain't done it in a long time. So we'll probably do that in Townsend. This is the River Road here that we just cut off on. This road is no line road. And if I'm not mistaken, 6 miles?
I believe once you get on this road, it's 6 miles from here to the river falls.
Yeah, 6 miles. So speed limit through here, I think, is 35, 40 mile an hour. It's not a super fast road. It's a pretty decent road. There's a couple spots in it that are a little rougher, but it's narrower through here.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot of room with two vehicles passing each other.
Yep. But when you get a chance, and hopefully you do, to check this out, you need to do so. And but from this here, and what we done, when you get to the falls, you'll park on your right going in, and on past it we have not been. Was told there was a fish hatchery on out there a few more miles out, and maybe we just need to explore it. But I was told the road gets a little rough on the backside, so not motorcycle friendly is what we were told. So
yeah, we may try to do a part two of this sometime and go on around and see what it looks like.
Yeah, we could do that. We're all up for adventure a lot of times, and of course I ride a road glide, and Mike rides a street glide. Off-road's not too friendly. We've kind of run into that a time or two. There was a ride a couple years ago. Actually, I don't think Mike was with us.
No, I missed out on that.
Yeah, that was a adventure. We were there was some road construction, and there was a wreck on another road. We took a road we didn't know at the time, didn't have no camera or nothing, and it turned to gravel. And we took there was several of us.
Yeah, I think that's the ride that you promised my brother. We'll get back home before midnight.
Yeah, I did. I got home 11:30. I don't know what time he got home, but I got home 11:30. It turned to gravel, and we got to the next town, and we stopped, and it was gravel for about a mile, and it turned back to good road, and that kind of confused me or questioned me. I questioned it, and I talked to some people, locals at a store, and they said it was part of the original Appalachian Trail, and they wanted to keep it unpaved. that was pretty cool. Now I know, but it was good gravel anyway. It wasn't very long, so. But I know Mike, he took an adventure one time in mud. I wasn't in that adventure, so.
Yeah, it's rough to control a bigger bike like that.
Yeah.
Once you're off pavement, of course, I mean they're not designed for that. Not that you can't do it, they're just not designed for it.
Right, not designed at all for it. So.
But this road here, overall, it was in good shape.
Yeah, it's in good shape. It ain't one of those roads. Well, I guess you could fly on it if you want to. If you're familiar with it, you could probably make some good time on it. But
I think this was on a Saturday, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So there wasn't for a weekend. There wasn't a lot of traffic on it. I was kind of surprised by how much we met, but there wasn't a lot.
My memory. Yeah, it might have been a Saturday. I guess it was. No doubt it was. It was either a Friday or Saturday for sure. We rode this back. Oh, it's been 6 or 8 weeks ago now, ain't it?
Yeah.
So.
May, wasn't it?
I think it was in May.
Early May. It was still a little cool. We've had some strange weather this year.
Yeah. Yeah, if you live in East Tennessee, you know how strange it's been. And we always have those little winters. I think we had more than what's on the books this year. It seemed like it'd be 80, 85 one day and 50 the next, and for the next 2 or 3 days. So it was we rode anyway. We usually just ride no matter what the temperature is.
That's what leather's for.
Exactly. So and got some heated gear too. And if you don't have heated gear, never tried it, you can get some pretty decent heated gear.
I'm holding out on trying any of that.
That's Mike talking, by the way. Tony.
Yeah, Tony's got a few years on me,
yeah.
so.
Yeah, my blood's a little thinner, and and I'll tell you what the biggest reason that we've got heated gear is my wife. She gets cold easy, and so we found some gear. Actually, I want to say it was during like Cyber Monday after Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And we got a good deal on some gear, and and usually I just put the vest on and don't have to turn it on. That thing will sweat you to death alone.
I looked at some of that stuff on Amazon. I actually considered buying it. I do have some heated socks.
Well, I got heated
I'll
socks.
admit that.
Yeah, heated socks.
I think they run
nice.
off a 9-volt battery.
Yeah, the ones I got, you plug up and charge, and I only got one battery. So when it goes dead, and I found out they don't last forever. So
3-4 hours maybe.
Yeah, and I think when I ventured off mine, it was 33 degrees that day when I took off, and I was just gonna go on like I think it's a 90 mile or so, and yeah, I made it. I didn't. When I got back, they were dead, but I wasn't as froze to death, but it was cool. But hey, that's just part of the adventure, I've been colder.
Well, that makes for the stories.
Yeah.
I mean, if you just go on a ride and nothing ever happens, there's nothing to talk about.
Well, that's why we don't haul our scooters. I mean, a lot of times, we do have destinations, per se, but if I want to haul my scooter 400 or 500 miles away when I've got a touring bike, why would I do that, Anyway.
Well, even back in the day when we were riding Sporties, we never hauled them.
Never hauled them. I mean, just toughed it out.
And there was breakdowns. I mean, there's stories to tell.
A lot of stories. Back then, of course, we didn't have cameras and nothing like that. Didn't even think about YouTube or anything.
At one time, we didn't even have cell phones.
Right. Yeah. You just toughed it out. But that's the way we roll. Always have. And like I said, I've got a few years on Mike. And my sporty days, I mean, I've still got one. But riding that thing across country, well, we'll have videos posted of this soon. I put on, or I say me and my wife, Mike put on a little more because he lives a little further away from me, 1,483 miles, you know, in 6 days. So that was a good ride, and we'll have videos on it real soon. Yeah. I'll leave it a surprise where we went, but it was really gorgeous. We met some great people there too. Yeah. On this ride, we met some real cool people.
We met some really good people.
Yep. Matter of fact, we gave them some cards out, and they're subscribers to our channel now. So,
sorry it takes so long to get the video out.
Yeah.
If you've been waiting on it.
Yeah, it is true. We kind of told him it'd be out.
Well, a little bit sooner than this, but there's been a lot going on.
Yeah, we've got a whole lot going on.
But I think we're getting pretty close to the falls here.
I think so too.
Maybe just a few miles away. Yeah, this is just beautiful scenery through here. Anybody that lives out in an area where it's a lot of flat land and I mean just like headed toward west, where everything's just flat and straight for miles. I don't know. I don't know if I could live somewhere like that after being here all my life with all this scenery, the curves, the hills.
Yeah, we just rode 500 miles on a straight flat road.
Yeah,
it's pretty. And you'll notice Mike took all this video. There was no video from my camera because, well, it wasn't on. I struggle with that. I struggle with.
Well, we're a work in progress.
Yeah.
Hopefully, as time goes on, you'll notice our video quality gets a little bit better.
My memory probably will not. So, well, but that's why we got on film. That way I can remember it, right? If I remember to turn the cameras on. So,
riders passes.
Yeah, we met some real nice folks down there that come in. By the time we were fixing to leave, and then we ended up talking to them.
Yeah,
pretty good while. Actually, we didn't get home till it was after dark. Well, after dark.
Oh yeah, that's most of our rides.
Yeah, we
don't intend to be out that late, but it ends up happening.
Yeah, because we're not in no hurry. You know?
Yeah, here we are coming up on the falls.
There's the bridge. And the falls is to the right there. Don't want to give it away too much. I mean, but there's the falls, and you park right beyond it. And we'll. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe.
And hit your notification bell and leave us a comment on what you think about it.